What's going on? We back with the Boxing Link more. Y'all know what it is. And apparently Carl Froch says he'll come out of retirement for the winner of the World Boxing Super Series tournament. And the final comes down to Callum Smith and George Groves. And he says, the super middleweight division is weak when George Groves is the number one guy at the division. And I find it kind of funny, because when Golovkin was calling him out at super middleweight, it was, I gotta get my nose fixed. My nose. I can't fight because of my nose. That's what people were saying. That's what he was saying. My nose. And all of a sudden, now it's a domestic UK tournament. He wants the winner of this tournament. What does it prove? Does it take your career to another level? Absolutely not. Beating Groves for a third time or beating Callum Smith at this point in his career, who is improving on either side of the world right now. I mean, where was you at when Golovkin was calling you out to come at 168 and come out to high? You was hiding behind your nose excuse, but every other time you got an opportunity to take a jab at Golovkin, it was he's too small, he's too slow and all this, or he not strong enough, I beat him up, but you was constantly in retirement. Now, hypothetically, let's say Golovkin was in the tournament final and he wins the final. Carl Froch wouldn't be vying to fight the winner. I'm guarantee you. Like I said, he's comfortable at 168. He'll never leave that comfort zone. He was never trying to go up to 75 and capture another division title or nothing like that. At the end of the day, it's irrelevant for him even to speak on or even consider coming out of retirement for the winner of this tournament. It's pointless. It's nobody there. Now, Badou Jack was still in the division. Yeah, if he want to go fight David Benavidez, that makes sense. Or he want to wait for Benavidez to fight Ramirez and they unify, or he want to fight Ramirez, that makes sense. But fighting on this fight, it don't make sense. I understand it makes sense for him. It's a UK, brawl. But at the end of the day, I mean, all right, you had your opportunity to beat up on your fellow domestic UK guys. You UK bashed enough. Now if you want to come back, well, give me, Ramirez or Benavidez type of fight, or move up and wait and try to chase a Bivol, try to chase a Donna Stevens, something like that. Something that's gonna get some traction, that's gonna get the thrills, moving in the boxing fans, which this ain't going to do that. Nobody give a fuck about you coming back fighting Callum Smith or George Groves for a third time. Nobody care about that. Sit your ass down with your Michael Jackson nose, Carl Froch, and be a good, boxing analyst and be a good hater on Andre Ward, and do that. You want to come out of retirement and fight Andre Ward again? Well, let's do it. Move your ass up to 75, get your tune-up or two in there, and let's rematch Andre Ward and see how you do, because you've been throwing shade at Andre Ward for a long time. Well, it's my time to throw shade at your hypocritical ass right here. You come back for Callum Smith or Groves, but you wouldn't come back, versus Golovkin to my news. Squirrel looking motherfucker, man. My news. Froch is alright until he get into his little hater bitch mode, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I don't give a fuck if he fights either one of them. Now, you say you move up and fight Badou Jack winner, Donna Stevenson, Badou Jack winner. You say you want to fight Kovalev, Bivol, Beterbiev, or Andre Ward or something like that. Then you talking. You talking about fights that we want to see or you want to build up to see, come back, tune up. But he says he don't need no notice to fight both of these guys. I don't need no notice. I jump right in there and fight them. That means he's been staying in shape and he's been planning for a comeback. And if that's the case, then go ahead and make it a comeback worth remembering. Don't give us a comeback that ain't worth it. Nobody want a stale bag of chips. They want a fresh bag of chips. Nobody want no stale shit, no over and over again. Groves and Callum Smith is irrelevant in the boxing world right now. Callum Smith hasn't even made his mark. Even beating Groves, that don't move the needle where people say, oh, Callum Smith versus Carl Froch. Nah. That don't get nobody moving. They don't get no blood flowing. They don't get no teeth chitter chattering. If you want to make a mark, it's going to have to be at 75 or trying to get Golovkin up there or Billy Joe Saunders. Those are only fights that people want to see. At super middleweight, it's either Ramirez, Benavidez, Billy Joe Saunders, if he's willing to move up, or that's it, really. And then every other fight is at 75. And you was too pussy to move up to 75. Let's just keep it real. You was too pussy to move up to 75, Carl Froch. And, you threw a lot of shade on Andre Ward. Move up and fight Andre Ward again. Y'all both coming out of retirement. I'm pretty sure Network could pick it up. Fuck Tony Bellew versus Andre Ward. Let's get Andre Ward versus Carl Froch too. Both guys coming off retirement. I'm pretty sure Ward don't need no notice. Froch said he don't need no notice. Let's get that fight moving. Fuck this fight at 68. This pointless UK bum bashing real quick. Nobody care about. I ain't gonna call them bums, but nobody give a fuck about Froch and Smith and Groves. Universally in the UK, y'all care about that. Let's get Froch and Ward at 75. No notice. Let's get a build up. Let's see that again. Froch's been throwing shade at Ward. I think Ward needs to give him a traditional anniversary ass whooping, remind him what type of ass whoop he took the first time. We gone.